Alright, guys, so I'm back yet again. We're going to be doing another first impression on another show that I was actually very eager to watch. And we are going to be talking about Countdown, starring Jensen Ackles. We got Jessica Camacho, Eric Dan, among many others. So, the entirety of this show is where a secret task force is organized by the Homeland Security, and they get ones from like LAPD, different task force, DEA, FBI, Homeland. All these ones come together, right? And what happens is they are trying to prevent another catastrophe by this unknown threat that keeps trying to get revenge somehow, right? And the entirety of the show is kind of more centered around Jensen Ackles' character, Mark Meacham, who he's a very much of a rogue detective, does his own thing, and then we also meet Amber. Oh God, I can't even say her name. Amber Alvarez, who she's kind of a rogue as well, does her own thing, does a lot of undercover work, and they both have very uh, interesting paths of knowing people. And during the series, we see these people kind of come together as like a family slash a lot of coworkers. And I will say this though, if you guys, I would say like NCIS, Criminal Minds, things like that, then you may like this show. It's got a lot of action, a lot of comedy. Again, I'm gonna say this: Jensen brings it in this show, man. He really does show like a mix between Soldier Boy, and how he was on Tracker and obviously on Supernatural. There's a few times you can tell that his Dean Winchester comes out or his, Soldier Boy comes out, and it's really funny. I mean, I will say that. And so far, I'm enjoying the show. I truly am. I'm normally not into shows that have a lot of cop goes after bad guy type of deal, and normally every time I do, the show somehow ends, and I don't know why that is. Every time I find a decent show I like that has to deal with something of this nature, then I try giving it a shot, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm enjoying the show. It's got a lot of comedy, like I said, drama, good acting, and you can watch it on Prime right now. There's like 4 episodes out right now. I think there's going to be 10 or more of that as of right now. But overall, I think anyone, I would obviously say if you're a fan of Jensen Ackles, and you are going to definitely enjoy this show. Me being a big fan of him, especially from Supernatural and other things I've seen him in. The dude brings it every time, like I said. There's supposed to be other actors in here, but I really don't recognize anyone else, and that's what I've been looking into since I started this watching the show. I just don't know exactly where these individuals have played because I don't recognize them. They're like, oh, well, this person played in this show or this person played in that show, and I really don't recognize anyone because there's one apparently that played in the Flash, I want to say, and it's supposed to be the one Shepherd, and she don't look familiar. I'm trying to think where exactly has she played, and when I think back on it now, I think I now know she played Jessie because I just looked it up. It was really interesting to see someone very familiar play in this show because you know how it is when you resemble someone, you're like, okay, who is this? And then you finally realize, oh wow, that's who it is. So it took me a minute to realize that it was her, and just now actually, but I think it's gonna be a decent show. I really do. I think it's gonna be a decent show. I think that is going to be um overall, I'm hoping that the show does well. I'm hoping the show does well. I'm hoping, and again, I've heard things like, oh, it's it's missed its mark. Oh, it's done this. Oh, it's done that. Overall, I'm enjoying it. And again, there's times where you see a lot of them going different places, them trying to get information, going undercover, having to be way deep undercover so that way they can make their mark and they can get their mark. And also, again, there's a lot of comedy. If you guys like crazy, smart ass remarks in shows, then this is probably for you because again, a lot of it comes from Jensen, and I think that's just the way that he wanted the character to be written. The character does come from a very hard past, and especially what his character is dealing with internally. Same thing with Amber. I think that with her having issues that you do see in the show, I don't want to go into too much just yet, but you do see her dealing with a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of possible addictions that we don't know. And we see where Mark Meacham, Jensen's character, is dealing with an issue in his brain. So I'm not gonna get too much with that. But overall, guys, check this show out. I highly recommend it, and maybe you'll enjoy it just as much as I do, or maybe I'm overhyping. I don't know. But what's your thoughts on it? Let me know about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.